took a little break
Commercialism.
because the DM unfortunately has to deal with real life, which is unfair completely.
It really is. 27 days, guys. According to not Sirenscape, according to the record of the chat, because I scrolled up, Tahu took his turn 27 days and 19 hours ago.
Wow.
This might be the longest first round of combat in D&D history.
Oh yeah,
I am
we're
so
still in the first
yeah.
round.
We're in the first round of combat, kids. This is gonna be fun. So yeah, thankfully the technology has held. We now are currently in a slightly new version of the Foundry. We're actually hosted by the Forge, which means this game is now constantly online. Which means like the load times and everything are going to be a lot kinder to our players.
Yay!
And also not going to be absolutely throttling my bandwidth either. So that's nice. So you guys are going to be able to actually log in and edit character info and do all this sort of stuff in the future. Still got quite a bit of tech to sort out for next week. However, sometime through the week, you guys are going to have your own unique character journals that you can play around with.
Oh yeah!
Yeah. So, and the quest journal that I teased way earlier on, that's going to be available whenever you need it. And it's all going to have a nice, fancy schmancy little graphical interface. But again, time has been a little bit cray-cray here in the world of the real. So let's go back to the Voarcel, if everybody is ready.
Yep.
Last time, shit happened. We don't need a recap. Let's get right into the fight, shall we?
I respect that.
Yeah. We're
Okay.
in the middle of a fighty fight.
The
Hi.
other thing we really need to clarify is
Yes.
someone ran up here and started chanting.
Yes.
Someone ran over here and started chanting. And now there's a
Yeah.
red light and a voice. What does the voice say, Dennis?
Oh, that's correct. Yeah. Let me just get the right music playing here. So we're now at stage 1. Well, actually, no, we're at stage 2 of this combat because now, as you can hear, there is a strange sound playing, and it is making a very, very scary sound. There's some bright flashing light, and I actually did have it written down, and that was the one thing I forgot to queue up. So let's just say words to the effect of alert in Celestial, by the way. Icrius is the only one who'd actually be able to understand what it's saying, but it's words to the effect of alert. This facility needs to be powered down immediately.
So that's fun.
Yeah, that's nothing to worry about. Ah, there we go. I've got the exact thing. It's like, warning, this facility is required to shut down at once. The supervising technician must be notified, and all available workers must vacate the area immediately.
Be fine.
This
Windows
is gonna
needs
be
to
fine.
update, and it's being even more aggressive than usual.
Yes, it is. This is what happens when you stick with Windows 7 for 10 years. Anyways.
Be
Next.
fine.
So, this individual is going to do this. Use their bonus action to do this.
Oh man, a turtle is still here.
Yes, I know, right? I was so glad. So, I'm going to say Mr. Wex Greenstride does... Let's see, that's going to be 3 of those. So, 1, and let me just open up the window. Yes. And then number 2, and then number 3. So 14, 14, and 8. Do any of those... Well, actually, I'm
Nope.
sorry. I'm sorry. So that's going to be a 14, a natural 20, and a natural 20, because they are hidden and therefore have advantage.
The natural 20's hit.
Yes. That's actually a question that I want to ask my other DM friends here. When you are a rogue and you have multi-attack, is the surprise damage only on the... or is the surprise crit on the first attack? Or only?
Yeah.
Or is
You
it on
can
all three?
only
Just
proc
first.
sneak attack once per turn.
I'm
Yes.
going to be really kind and say that there was only one nat 20, and I'll take the middle one. So, Wex, I would like you to take... That's 4, 5... That's going to be 6 piercing altogether, as 2 daggers, flit by your head from this direction, as this veril takes a shot at you.
Oh, yeah. I see him.
I think I've already done the damage there for you, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No. I'm sorry. One sec. I just did the damage to the character I had selected. That was silly. Well, I'm so
only
glad I
started,
noticed that. Okay, so I'm just going to heal her back up, because that'd be silly. There we go. Anyway, that's going to be her turn. Next up is going to be Elder Slipstep. She is going to make a death saving throw, which I'm going to make sure this time it's going to be hidden.
All these
Because-
poor rats.
Yeah. Hey, at least she's not Reap's mother that you know of. Okay.
There's the turn order, by the way.
Oh, the turn order. Okay, so because it has been a while since we've used the Foundry, you've got the chat log, which is the first window on the right. The next one with the fist, that's the combat tracker.
If you right click on that, the initiative order will pop out into a separate window.
Ah.
Ooh, the DM didn't know that?
The DM's still... Oh, honey, no. The DM's still learning this. This is all by the seat of my friggin' pants.
Hey, no worries.
That
Yeah.
sounds like standard DM fare, to be honest.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
It just be that way, though.
Oh, and I apologize. I misspoke. At the end, this rogue who stabs at you, Skullface, is going to use their cunning action and disappear. So, she's taken her death saving throw. And next up, it's round 2!
Fight!
Graz.
It took us a month, but we got there.
Yep. Alright. Okay. Graz can see these guys, but she's also concerned about the guy who ran away up there. So, let's see, spell expose book. First off, she's going to use her bonus action to pass her hunter's mark from the unconscious elder onto this little fuck nugget.
Okay, and which mark were we using for the hunter's mark? It was the eyeball, yes?
I believe so.
Yes. Bear with me a moment. No, that's blind. It is... So many pretty pictures. There we go. Okay, so this individual here is now marked.
And then she's going to attack the motherfucker.
Okay, roll me some dice. Okay, a 12. A 12 is actually not going to hit, I'm afraid.
Does Graz get 2 attacks at this level? No?
Brain drain.
She is a level 5 ranger.
I don't think she does, but I'll double check.
Extra attack, yes she does.
Okay.
Excellent. So she's gonna try again.
The second attack, a 15, that will actually hit. roll me some damage.
Demiage. I can do demiage. Boop.
Yes.
That many.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. So piercing. Let's see. He
Oh,
doesn't-
and her hunter's mark, which is I think a D6 at this level.
Okay. Ow. Roll me a d6, please.
Boop.
Yeah. Well, that's lucky for him. Are you gonna? No, I have to do that manually. Okay. He looks pretty badly hurt. Anything else that she wants to do?
She's gonna 5, 10. Can she climb up here to get a?
This is a 10-foot wall, so unless she has a bonus action that gives her, like an ability to do that, probably not, given the fact that she used her action to do 2 attacks.
Fair enough. All right then. In that case, she's just gonna get close to her little buddy.
No. Okay then. Next up is going to be this individual over here, whose skull face almost gored. She is going to use her bonus action to, let's see. Let me just double check what these ladies can do. Okay, so that's, yeah, so cunning action, that's how that works. Okay then, so she's basically gonna, pick herself up with half of a movement, and then that's going to be 5, 10, and as she's going past Tahu, she is going to use her cunning action to disengage. And she is going to, I think that's actually all she can get to if she uses cunning action. Because cunning action, you can either dash, disengage, or hide. Screw it. Yeah, no, actually, she's dashing. So, let's see. Tahu, do you want to take an attack of opportunity? I think he would. I think he would. So, let's take a swing with a dagger. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So. Basically, as this poor rat folk is like running for her life, he does. Tahu basically just holds out one hand. He's not even looking, and she runs right into his blade. So she is. She be dead.
She did.
She is definitely dead. Next up, yeah, that was a crit. That was a nat 20 he did. So I'm not even gonna. Yeah. Next up, this one, Elder Amara. He is going to. Oh, he is going to make a death saving throw. And that is going to be. Okay. Next up, we've got Jurnis. What would you like to do?
Right, okay. She is going to get out of this pit. Can she clamber up here with her movement, or are you going to make her use an action to climb?
Because she's not used an action yet, I'm going to say it's a bonus action to climb up. It was only because Graz had already acted, if that makes sense.
Fair enough. Okay. In that case, she's gonna try and get out of this pit because it is going to be bad if she stays here. Athletics or
Sure
acrobatics?
It depends how gracefully you want to get up there.
Well, I get a +5 to acrobatics, so let's try that.
Yeah, let's go with style. Okay, describe how stylishly Jurnis pirouettes up the side of this cliff face.
Pretty much. Just puts a bit of flair to it. Flaps the coat around to hide the fact that she is scrabbling. So maneuvering the long coat to make her look more graceful while she's in fact scrabbling. Like a swan. Looks perfectly calm on the surface, but underneath the legs are going. I can't move her up there because there's a wall blocking her.
Yes, I'm sorry, I forgot we've got the invisible thing. So is this square okay for you?
Yep, sure. And then, what is she going to do? So would that take her full movement, or would she still have a little bit left?
Given the fact that you rolled a 20, I would say it. Yeah, I will allow you some extra movement. You've used half your movement so far.
Okay. So I'll say we'll go 5, 10, 15. Basically, she wants to try and look around this corner and see where that guy went.
Okay. From that angle, I don't believe.
Nah, she can't see around the corner.
Yeah. You could dash. Use your action to dash.
I could.
Or you could. I mean, I would say this: you have one confirmed dead veril here. There also seems to be one that's unconscious and bleeding over here. It is entirely up to you which direction you wish to go and what you wish to do.
I got to see where this fuckboy went off to. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. He's up to something.
Yes, is there... Since you use your bonus action to get up, I'm assuming there's not much else you can do, unfortunately.
Nope.
That's a shame.
Just
okay,
gonna
next up.
brandish my rapier at him and be all like, "Grr, I'm threatening."
He seems to be busy doing something else at the moment. Okay, next up is going to be... funnily enough, it was his friend who activated the previous one. Let's see, he's going to come back over here, and he's going to try and help his allies out. So that's going to be 5, that's 10, that's going to be 15, 20, 25. And what can he do from this range? He can do... okay then, I would like Sir Icrius. I would like very much for you to tell me if... Does an 8 hit you?
No!
Absolute. Hang on. Yeah, no. Oh, you could have gone for any of the others and got an advantage, you absolute tool. Oh well. He did his duty, and he whiffed. That's his turn. Next up is a dead person. Next up, Elder Zilk. This individual is going to call out to Jurnis. Stop them from completing the ritual!
I'm trying!
The Great Plague must not be unleashed! And that's the only law you're getting from him.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, great. Another one.
I'm trying to stop him, but my body won't move. It's not my turn.
Next up, the Kung Fu Kitty, Ang. What would you like to do, sir?
Give me a second, get back over there. It's getting a little cold. Had to close my door.
Not a problem, not a problem. So, for context, you are currently you currently have 2 unconscious and bleeding rat folk in front of you. One of them was Elder Scrack, who started all this bullshit. The other was one of the veril who he flat out he attacked at point blank range.
And Jurnis went over here, right?
I'm afraid not. Jurnis actually went. She went over here, and then she went up here.
Okay. Okay, well, since the leaderfuck is already dying, Ang is going to try and follow Jurnis.
Okay.
So
basically
over this way, right?
This way, yeah. So it's going to be to the right. this group of rat folk here. These are all the surviving, veril leaders. That and the one at your feet.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 because of monkey bullshit. And then feline agility, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I would say I would allow you to land 1 square to the right. Oh, actually 2 squares to the right if you wanted, because where you were pointing here is basically a wall, and here is the base of the stairway.
So,
yeah.
Here's a wall.
Yeah, no. Or here's the wall. Here's the stairway. I like you say, yeah. Just you move your token. I'll allow a redo because you can't see.
Okay.
Is there like an invisible wall or something? Oh, there you go. Okay, and you can get to around there? Damn. Yeah. Tabaxi be fast.
Feline agility.
Yeah. Okay, are there any actions that you can perform?
Well, I haven't used my dash yet, so I will...
Oh my gosh!
15,
Yeah,
25,
feline agility
30,
ain't an
35,
action.
40.
Wait, okay. Okay, you can do that. Just to let you know...
I've got a dash, and I've got feline agility.
Okay, just to let you know, Ice, what you have done is you've basically gone in half of a loop. You could have gone... so it's like, I think it's hilarious, but let me just draw on the map a moment.
Yeah.
So you started here, and instead of going this way, what you've done is you've gone all the way around this way.
Yeah. Shut up.
Which is fine.
Man. Pogo fool.
That's true. He doesn't know what's up there.
That's fair. That's fair.
He's following where he saw his ally run.
Yeah. Fair enough. So, that's your turn. Got your cardio in. Next up is this guy. I think he's just going to try and do a basic medicine check on... Actually, I mean, yeah, no, I don't know what else you can really do with your poor, simple... Yeah, you have no other abilities. So, yeah, he's just going to try and do a basic medicine check. Okay. So what's the usual DC for, stabilizing someone?
It's
curiosity.
usually 10 for basic. I tend to add a DC. I tend to add 2 for every failed death save, but that's me being mean. Up to you.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay.
Why did I give you ideas?
Because where's the point in a life without adversity? Where is victory without challenge?
Yeah, weren't you wondering, worrying at the end of Maelstrom this week that because your rolls are so good in that they're going to be shit in this one, and you've just given Dennis an easier way to kill you?
I know. I'm not even joking. I rolled. I actually counted them. There were 7 nat 20s in that combat.
Hey, D's here.
Hey, D. How's it going, hon?
Oh no.
Yeah, Dennis. Squish rolled 7 nat 20s as a hasted monk.
Oh my lord.
That's beautiful, and yes, I am indeed here.
Hey,
and if you could send me a link really quick, where's the link to get into the thing?
Yeah, well, I did share it on the Discord a little while ago. You give me 1 second. While Icrius is...
I don't see it.
No problem, my dear. Just give me a second. I can get that taken care of.
What are you scared about, Icrius? I'm just saying hi.
Now's the worst possible time, Chemise. We have other matters to deal with.
Oh god, Icrius is talking to the wall.
Just wait your turn. I'll get to you as soon as I can.
You're hearing voices in your head, Icarus.
I'm sure that I think that's Tahu actually.
Oh yes,
now,
and just
what
a
is
heads
my
up,
username for this?
Oh, D. Right. So again, we're just gonna Again,
need to
no
make
worries. We're
yourself
just going
a
to
free
time
account.
out 2 seconds. You need to make a brand new account for the Forge. It's basically like making a Roll20 account.
Oh, that's easy enough. Just give me
Yeah.
a moment. Proceed on your own.
Will do, man. Okay, so
Okay.
Sir Icarus.
Okay, so Birdie Boy's gonna flap his big old wings and soar over here.
Mm-hmm.
Flame and embers trailing behind him.
Okay.
He's gonna land with a thud. Sorry?
I apologize. Bear with me a moment. Let's see which is the one that's going to do the most damage to you. Does a sure. Does an 18 hit you?
Is it with a melee weapon or with a
It
ranged
is with a
weapon?
melee weapon.
I am flying.
It is a quarterstaff.
That is fair. Then yes, an 18 will hit. Meets it
Okay.
beats.
In that case, would you? In fact, don't worry. Let me. You take 5 bludgeoning damage. Do you have anything that resists bludgeoning?
No.
Okay. Then, as you're flying over this warlock here, just below you, surprising for a little rat folk, just manages to go and click the back of your ankle. It hurt.
I'm sorry, but that was an adorable little noise.
Yes. It's like, Anyway, please continue with your soaring, Majestic.
Yes. Thank you. So yes, Birdie Boy lands with a loud thud, glaring down at this little fucker here. With, I'd say literally flaming eyes at this point, aglow with celestial energies. And he's going to, as he gestures to the console over here, cast command on that boy in front of him. And he's going to say, I picked the perfect word. Yeah, here we go. Deactivate.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Okay. 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 So that happened. Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope. All I can do now is see if it works on his next turn.
Yeah. Okay. I love it. Next up, they are dead. Next up is the goodest boy of all. So, just before we get to Aja, so you were having problems with your character sheet, yeah?
I found what I was looking for.
Okay, not a problem. So
It was a tab that I didn't think to click, obviously. So
it's all good. It's been a while. So, what would the goodest of boys like to do? You are currently in this pit down here. Apparently, it's just you and Graz and a bunch of dead rats now. Skullface is over here. Reap is over here. This is one of the nice rats. There's a bad rat here. There is a bad rat all the way over here. There are bad rats here. And there is also, there's a strange smell, strange familiar smell coming from over here. So it is entirely up to you.
I would like to move towards the smell, please.
Okay, then you may move. Yeah, so it's this tool, so it's the top left and the top right, the basic controls and that. And
I'm just trying to figure out how to unselect the ruler.
Yeah. Well, you just unclick from the ruler and then you click select tokens. It's the one on the top right for that. Yeah. Technology is new and scary.
Okay, I'm just gonna use my arrows. That seems to work.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty much the theme of this episode?
Technology is old and scary.
New to them.
That's true.
People often fear what they don't understand.
I think, because my max movement is 40 feet, so I think I'm at the full 40.
Okay,
now.
yeah. So I would say from that point you see what is unmistakably to you a fey creature, basically a female, green skin, dressed in fairly nice looking elven gown. You've probably seen the style many times before, and she's just arms folded, looking a little confused as to what the hell is going on. Is there anything you'd like to do with your actions?
Oh, well, since there's a rat there, is it bothering her?
It's not bothering her, but it does seem to be trying to kill the nice bird who keeps petting you.
Okay, then let's see. What's my 5 feet. Okay, well, I'm not close enough to attack him, so.
You don't have any other things you could do at that range?
Let me see. Oh wait, yes I do. Okay, so I'm gonna go for this guy here, but what I'm gonna do is, so dog will like snarl at the guy that's attacking Tahu, and he'll open his mouth, like his jaws will open super wide, and then a root comes out of his throat and will entangle that rat there in front of Tahu.
Okay, could you please click the spell for me so I know what the DC is? What kind of save does he have to make?
Strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw, okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to roll it.
I'm going to assume a 2 will not succeed.
I don't think so.
Yeah, the veril are not very hardy. I mean, aside from Warden Reap, he's kind of the exception. Okay, so he is now grappled, is that correct?
Yeah, sorry, I keep trying to click it to show him a thing, but it's not. I don't know how to do that on this.
No problem. I'm going to trust you to be honest. So technically he's restrained for the moment, yeah?
Yeah, it says a hostile creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. A creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, it frees itself. When the spell ends, the conjured plants will die.
Okay, cool. So yeah, basically a bunch of vines shoot out from Dog's mouth, and it's like, and this dude is now tangled up. Next up,
Nice bark.
Wait,
I just thought of Star Trek Lower Decks.
Yeah.
Oh god, yes.
Yeah. You are free. I know.
Why do you think I saw that clip and I was like, oh wow, no, we really need to watch it. This is definitely in our interests. So it is now this individual's turn down here. And they are going to... Let's see, who's the biggest... I would say out of the two goblins in range, Mr. Greenstride is looking fairly badly injured. So that's going to be 5, 10... 15, 20, 25, and they are going to, I would say, that is going to be another 3 daggers. Basically, as she's charging towards you, this one is throwing 3 daggers at you, dagger. So there'll be no advantage. That's the first one was a 15.
15 doesn't hit.
The next one is a 24.
Oh, actually, yeah, 15 will hit. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Beat.
Okay. The second one is a 24. So I'm assuming that hits too.
Yeah. For some reason, I can't see the rolls.
They are hidden because I like to keep my numbers secret. So, let's see now. Okay, so first of all, you're going to take the first dagger is go. I'm going to do this to you, by the way, as I'm narrating, so don't worry about clicking anything. First of all, you take 6 piercing damage. Then you take a second piercing damage, and then, feeling overly confident, the third dagger, she doesn't throw it. She leans up, she rears up to stab you, misjudges, and stabs herself for 7 points of damage. Because she rolled a nat 1, and I rolled a 100 on the D100.
Wow.
So, yeah. Bit of a fair trade there, all things considered. In that case, she is a bit injured, and she is going to use her bonus action to disengage and step back here. Actually, yeah, no, I've already said it, so that's fine. Next up is going to be one of the surviving warlocks. And was it the dude who attacked Icrius? It was not. It is this guy over here. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. So, Jurnis, you hear this veril cackle to himself and enter this final, basically tapping away on this typewriter type thing in front of him.
No.
And
Put
then,
it down.
I'm afraid it's too late for that. Let me just get the exact wording up on the screen.
Oh no.
And then this happens.
No! I don't like this.
I love this. You hear, warning, continued unsafe use of facility systems will result in fail-safe systems being engaged. Potential disciplinary action may be taken. As a second alarm begins to ring, and this starts to happen. Boop.
It's all still in Celestial.
This is all in Celestial, by the way, so only Icrius is understanding this.
Oh god.
Oh,
I don't know what that thing said, but it sounds bad.
You are such a fuzzy little asshole.
Thank you. And he's going to use his action, actually, to turn and Jurnis. Would a... Let's see. That's going to be... The first one will be a 21. And the second one is a 15. Do both of those hit?
Yes.
Okay, so he basically... So both of them do hit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do you have any resistance to force damage?
No.
So
I do, however, have Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, let's get to that in a moment. So first of all, he finishes his little, clerical work, turns around, and he blasts you with 2 Eldritch Blasts. First one doing 7 points of force damage. The second one is only 1 point of force damage. But would you please give me a blast of Hellish Rebuke? Okay, that is gonna... Oh, that's 11 points of fire damage to him. So, he does that, you do that, and he just starts screaming and trying to pat the fire out. However, yeah, he's still up, and things are starting to get a little bit crazy around here. Next up is going to be this character here. I don't believe... Oh yeah, it's Reap's mom. And let's see, is she going to be any use? Yeah, actually, she's going to take this guy over here, and she's going to try and cast Sacred Flame. He needs to make a dexterity saving throw, which is going to be... unfortunately, he does. Yeah, basically, she tried to use a cantrip to light him up. He dodges out of the way. Unfortunately, that is all she can do for the moment. Next up is going to be one of the other elders. She is very, very badly injured and would like to not be here, please. Next up, same again, is this individual. They are useless. And Skullface.
First thing Skullface is going to do, take a deep breath. His bonus action. 1 second.
Bonus action to take a breath?
Bonus action to do this.
Okay.
If he decides to do it. Hang on. I'll do it roll.
Oh, okay.
Second wind. For 9 HP, so 36.
Okay. And now, are you adding your own health?
Yeah,
Or do you want me-
I'm sorting it.
Yeah, because on occasion we have been doubling up a little bit, so yeah.
Right.
Go.
And he's going to look at the rat who just attacked him and just go, pity you didn't stay there because I could have saved a bullet. And he's going to shoot her first.
Okay.
1 second.
Oh, we have all the time in the world, my friend. A 20 will hit, absolutely. So, 7 piercing.
Is she still standing?
She is not still standing.
He's going to target this guy here next to her with the next shot.
Okay, roll it.
Okay.
Yes.
Good rolls.
Oh my gosh, okay. Okay. So he went from he literally just had 11 hit points and you took all of them from him. So would you like to describe what happened there? Or is it just a case of
case of pop one, pop the other.
Pop go the veril. Anything else you can do?
That's all he can do. He's going to maintain his position here to try and give Braz time to get out of the hole.
Okay.
This little prick here decides to do anything.
Okay, next up is going to be the other warlock, the one who did a cute little at Icrius. He is basically going to step over his comrade because he don't give no shits. And let's see, Icrius. I would say. Let's see. Now, are those actually yeah, okay, fair enough. So I would like you to give me a let's see. Constitution saving throw, please.
Just let me double check something super quick. Is this a spell or magical effect?
This is a spell.
Then Icky gets advantage because of the fancy schmancy sword.
Okay.
Saving throw. Nat 20.
Interesting. Okay. Okay then. So is that half damage? Oh yeah. So this is poison spray. He extends his hand towards you, and there's a puff of noxious gas. So it'd be half of 1d12, or is there no damage at all?
So ignore that.
Let's check poison spray. Poison spray. Because normally the spell would say.
Yeah.
That's not how you do poison spray.
Yeah, Icky takes no damage according to the spell.
Okay. Basically, it's like you smell a really bad fart behind you, but other than that, nothing. He seems really pissed off, and then he just yells out over his shoulder, "Forget them, kill the council!" And that will be... Yeah, that will be... Nah, screw it, actually. He's going to use the rest of his movement. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to get over here, and that's his turn. Next up, Elder Scrack. He is doing nothing. However, on his initiative order, this lady is finally going to do something. She's stepping forward, looking very interested at Dog and this rat folk over here. And she's going to very politely tap Tahu on the shoulder and whisper something in his ear. Let me just make a wisdom save for Tahu.
Wow,
Next
I've been there. I've been there.
Is Reap. Okay, yeah. He's currently engaged, and not in the nice way, with this dude here. So Reap's just going to take a swing with his great sword, and that, I think, a 14. Well, yeah, 14 doesn't hit. However, he does have pack tactics. Yeah, no. Sadly, even with advantage, he doesn't quite hit there. Luckily, he does have multi-tack, so let's roll that again. Wow. Reap is pissed off. He's not doing very well. Letting the team down, Reap. Seethe, however, you're right next to him. You actually do hear him swear in Undercommon. So, what would you like to do now, Seethe?
This flower patch here, I assume those are flowers, right?
They look flower-like. I would say you know enough about poisons and, flora and fauna to know that this is more of a moss with flowers on it, if that makes sense.
Okay. Is it safe to walk on?
Give me a nature check with advantage, given your area of expertise.
Alrighty. Nature. Dang.
It's fine.
Yep. No, I'm gonna take the gamble.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go here, here, and poke this guy.
Okay.
Where
Click
did I...
the pokey
There it
thing.
is. I'm going to...
Okay, 21 is definitely going to hit. Roll me the damage, please. 11
And
piercing. Okay, well, sure. So, how would you like to describe shish kebabbing this poor little rodent?
How tall is it?
The veril, for the most part, I would say they are one head higher than dwarves.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's just gonna like... She's just gonna like lazily like jab the rapier down at it, right through the head.
Okay, so...
Dwarves are like 5 feet.
Okay, well, I mean, it depends. I've always considered dwarves about 4 foot, if that makes sense. So the veril on average they're about 5.
Okay. Bigger than I expected.
Yeah. Okay then. And just one more thing before we end your turn, Seethe. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw? Actually, before you do that, Medea, answer me this, and I'll be generous. Can you tell me, because you're a Tabaxi, do you just have foot wrappings, or do you have actual boots on?
It's kind of like a... It's like she has foot wrappings, but her like toes are exposed.
Make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Okie dokie.
Okay. We'll get to that next round. So, this guy...
I'm not done with my turn yet.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, what else were you going to do?
I'm going to use the rest of my movement.
Uh-huh.
See, I moved 10 feet to get there, so... Can I still use feline agility?
Is feline agility an action or a bonus action?
It's neither. It's just something you can do.
Oh, it's Tabaxi. Okay, cool. Yeah, sure.
All right. In that case, she's going to. It's an extra 30 feet, yeah.
It's double what you have at the time.
Okay, so that'll be another 20.
Now, before you do that, Medea, I do want to clarify something because there's a lot of loud noises, a lot of flashing lights. So CD may or may not have noticed this. This veril here is the one that Icrius tried to compel. This one here is the warlock who just called out to kill the rest of the council and failed with the poison gas. Just before you decide on which direction you're going in.
You know what? I will try and engage this one.
Sure thing. Okay. Do you have multi-attack, or was it just a single?
Oh, can I still use my offhand attack? Because I haven't quite yet.
Yeah, I will allow that. I know it's two different. It's two different enemies, but nah, screw it.
Well, seeing as how that guy was moving away and it's loud, would he hear me coming?
Roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
Not with a 2071.
Emergency.
Oh.
Emergency. There's an emergency going on.
It's still going on.
Yeah.
Still emergency.
Okay, honey. Oh.
I'm not done.
You're not done, are you? Do you get sneak attack a second time? That's
It drops once per
look
turn.
once per turn. So unfortunately, you have used.
Forget about that then.
I mean, how do you want to do this?
Well, she was originally walking that way, but she noticed the warlock.
Mm-hmm.
And just sort of doing like a quiet little tippy toe walk up to it and just cram the rapier through his back.
Okay. He folds like a deck of cards. Beautiful. And that would be your turn, yes?
Yeah.
Okay then. So, this guy over here on the other side of the map, he was really badly injured by Graz earlier. He does not appreciate that. So, yeah, screw it. He's actually going to leap down. That's 5. I'd call it a 15. Going to get up into melee with Graz. And I think because he's pissed off, he's going to use his action. A lantern splash. So that is going to be a 15-foot cone that basically contains Graz. So let's see. No. Let me just delete that. I'm sorry.
Graz has been having a rough time lately.
She has.
Double chemise!
No thanks to you.
So, let's see. The lantern slash. She needs to give me a dexterity saving throw from Graz, please. Okay, in that case, she is only going to take this amount of fire damage, as he basically, literally, he smashes a lantern on her face in fury. He is a very rude individual. And that's going to be... Oop. Really? How much health does Graz have?
Maximum 34.
Oh, okay. I just did 15 and it looked like nothing.
You took off...
Oh, it was half.
It was halved, yeah, because she saved.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, fair enough. It's like he looks really pissed off. But let's see, any bonus actions you wish to do? Yeah. Cunning action to dash away. So that's going to be 5. And yes, he's not disengaged, he's dashing. So 5, 10.
Does that mean
15.
Graz gets an opportunity attack?
Right. Yes, she does.
Okay. Where's her little dagger? There's her little dagger.
Her little dagger will not hit.
Damn.
It's too little.
She'll get him.
Not sure. Next up is going to be this guy. This guy is... I'm just going to... You know what? I am actually just going to say... Because that was an amazing shot from Scully. Next up is going to be this dude over here, who was CD absolutely shish kebab. They're dead. Next up is going to be Tahu. Tahu will blink, look to the nice lady, and he'll politely step to the side and offer her his arm, and the two of them will take a walk over here.
Wait, what? Something suspicious is going on. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Suspicious activities in one of Dennis's games? Say it ain't so!
Where? For clarification, in case you missed it earlier, she whispered something in his ear, made a wisdom saving throw. He rolled a 2.
Oh
Next
no.
He's
There's
been
Captain
harmed.
God.
Is this individual right here. And let's see.
Can I just ask?
Yes,
did
yes.
any of us see Tahu leave with this
Okay,
thing?
I would say Icarus has got his back turned.
This is
Oh.
true.
Actually, here's a question, Icarus. The warlock, before he was murdered by Seethe, he beautifully, by the way, he did that poison gas spray. So did you turn around to regard him as he left?
No, he literally did nothing, so wasn't worth
Yeah.
Icarus's time.
I figured. So yeah, I would say CD and the good boy, actually, and Skullface, given the angle you're at. You would have Seethe, were you able, from the angle of your character? Yeah, I
No,
would say.
he's facing the other direction.
Fair enough. Then just CD and Fallon saw that.
Okay.
Well, this little lad, he is going to take his. I would say that this guy is going to. Oh, he's the one who's grappled by you. Okay, so he needs to make a strength saving throw, doesn't he? Yes. So
You
that's-
sound really far away.
Yeah,
He
sorry.
is.
I'm sorry. My setup's a bit weird today. I forgot. So this is the guy who's actually tangled with Fallon, and he's like, he made a strength saving throw. He failed. So I'm going to try and use his action to cut the. Okay. Okay. I would say, Fallon, just give me a contested strength roll, please. Because he's trying to cut your vines with his dagger, but he's having a bit of issue.
Okay.
I would say he is now unrestrained.
No.
He does not have pack tactics, unfortunately, so I would say he doesn't have any movement, but that is his turn. Next up, where are we now? Is going to be this individual down here. I think she is going to. Let's see. Ah, yes. So, Skullface, as you take care of these guys, over here, you feel something brush up behind you. Does a... Let's see. Does a 23 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, then. Wow. So that was 4 points of piercing damage, which I will do to you. I can't believe she wasted that. Yeah, basically she just leaps on top. Actually, yeah. Make me a strength saving throw as well, please.
Okay.
And yeah, she is going to get her sneak attack, so... how much is sneak attack again? That's a d6? Okay, so that's going to be an extra...
She did sneak up on him, right?
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
31, 30, 29. Okay, so Skullface now has that amount of damage, and a strength saving throw. Yeah, you're actually able to knock her off. Oh yeah, she basically leapt up behind you, was like starting to, you know, stab at you wildly, hissing. Next up is going to be this character here, and she's going to make her last death saving throw. Okay. I would say that that is that. Next up, round 2! Round 3 even, sorry. Graz.
Fight. Graz... Is Graz still on fire, or did it go out after the damage was done?
Yeah, thank you for reminding me.
Ah, fuck!
Yeah... So, what was that? That was the lantern splash. That's supposed to be 4d6. I'm going to be kind, and I'm going to go with the halved 15 again. So, boop. She's very mildly on fire, but because she's in this area. What would you like to do, Graz?
First off, get out of the fire.
You can do that.
Is she still on fire, or now is she out of the fire? She's fine.
To be fair, the lantern was splashing her face, and she's covered in oil. So she looks metal as fuck at the moment, but the hairdo is close to being ruined.
Shit. Does she need to use a bonus action or something to put herself out?
Yes, please.
And then she's gonna do that. She's gonna stop, drop, and roll, get up, and then shoot the fucker who set her on fire.
That would be this charming gentleman right here.
And she still has her, she still has her, hunter's mark on him.
Okay, yes she does. So, that will definitely hit. And, well, you don't even need the hunter's mark damage. Would you like to just describe how she skewers this bitch?
Probably screaming obscenities, and will just aim for the back of his head.
Yeah, do you fucking know how long this took me to do, you bastard? Patting her hair out. Yes, I love it. Okay. Is that her turn?
No, she has one more attack. He's unconscious. Is that guy still up? Besides Scully?
Which one here?
Sorry, this one?
This one here? Yes. This one looks nice and healthy.
And she's gonna shoot him.
Okay. Okay. That one's a female, but it's good. An 18 will hit. Give me some... Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the one that leapt on top of you. So just 8 piercing. Okay. That stung. Okay. And is that Graz's turn?
Sure. Why not? For shits and giggles, she's going to use Fury of the Small on her as well, and just add an extra... What level is she? 5 points of damage.
Sure. Okay. An extra 5. So that is going to bring you down to that amount of damage. Yeah. She went from a lot to not very much. So next up is, well, her sister's already dead. Next up is going to be this guy. Final death saving throw. Oh, actually, no. This guy, we did this. Yeah, no. So he's not doing anything right now. Next up is going to be Jurnis Springsinger.
All right. First off,
You are face to face with one of these warlocks who's chuckling to himself and did you some very nasty harm.
And I also burned him. How is he looking now that he's
He
slightly
looks
singed?
like that one hit did half of his health.
Oh, wouldn't that be a pity? Is this a big hole?
It is, isn't it?
It's so tempting.
Yeah.
So tempting just to do
I
that.
really,
but
should,
no.
I really should add guardrails.
You know, you've got so many bones to break. I don't know where to start.
She's just gonna try and stab him, I guess.
You guess. A 15. Okay, then. So, as a reaction... Well, let's see. Is shield... Yeah, no, he doesn't have that. However, what he's going to do as you hit him with that, he just hisses at you, points much in the way you did. Would you please make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, fuck you!
Now, fuck you! Unfortunately, Jurnis, I'm going to need you to take... Oh, okay. So, it's kind of a bit of a ping-pong thing here. As you hit him with your rapier, identical to how you hit him. Before I push this button, are you resistant to fire damage?
I am.
Okay. Oh my gosh, okay. Hi guys, so fun fact, some of the damage that you guys have been receiving, when it should have been half damage, I've been hitting quarter damage because I can't read and there's a lot of things on the screen. So some of you guys should have done more damage than you should have. Some of you should have taken more than you should have. So at least it's all fair. However, Jurnis, you take that amount of damage and he is going to take this amount of damage.
Ang, I need you over here to kill this fucker!
Fuck you!
Push him down the hole, I don't care! He's a little arsehole!
Okay, is there anything else?
Why do people think I'm the leader, says Jurnis?
Literally, yes! It's totally not what I'm going for or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, do I have anything I can do as a bonus action? Let's see. Actually, yes! Sure, let's get Ang over here.
Yeah.
Ang, have a bardic inspiration.
Actually, I had a question on that. I have wings on me. Is that from?
Oh yeah, that was the previous bardic inspiration.
No, that was the mantle of inspiration that gave you temporary hit points and allowed you to move.
Oh, okay. So I still have the temporary hit points.
Would you like more temporary hit points?
I don't think they stack.
Damn.
Temporary hit points never stack. It's literally a case of here's a little extra.
They
Oh,
do
you
with
want-
heroism.
Oh.
That is true, yes. But that's from
Oh.
the same spell. Okay, so yeah, I'll give you bardic inspiration. Come over here and fuck this fella up.
I hope they never nerf heroism.
Well, it's kind of balanced anyway, and it's a concentration spell, so there's a risk of losing it whenever you get whacked.
Okay, so Jurnis needs to have a concentration symbol. If at some point you can...
Bardic inspiration isn't a concentration.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Did I call it heroism?
I do
We're
have
talking
that
about
spell.
two different things.
Spells are complicated. Anyway, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. So, Ang, you get a 1d6 to add to your ability checks, saves, or attacks.
Lovely. Next up is going to be this guy who has been compelled to serve his new master.
Yes!
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and let's see if he's smart enough to figure out how to undo the great ritual.
Oh god.
Let's see. No, that was insight, you dummy. Yeah, just give him an intelligence check.
I think I've got a way.
And in Celestial, you hear him mumble, "Emergency shutdown 4?" Question mark. Unfortunately, nothing seems to change.
Oh!
It might have been 5. We'll find out in his next turn. This character is dead. This character is... Let's see. This character is... hearing someone say, "Kill the elders," he looks around fearful, but there's not that many hostile elements, so they're going to stay put, thank you very much. This one's dead. Ang! What would you like to do?
Okay. 1 second here, clear my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Going to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Mm-hmm.
and crack knuckles. And hopefully this all goes through. Okay, so.
Mm-hmm.
Double check. I get two unarmed strike. Yes. Okay. So I will punch.
That will hit. 6 bludgeoning.
And then second.
That will hit. He is unconscious. Smack, smack. He just goes down like a limp sack.
And I was aiming for bones, but unconscious.
Okay, I would say that if you want, you can definitely break a bone or two. Is there any particular bone you'd like to break on the poor little rat folk?
Break his fucking fingers so he can't cast.
Do you?
Jurnis is pissed.
Yes, you know what? I break his hands.
Okay. That happens. That happens with ease. Is there anything else you wish to do?
Oh, the dinosaurs fear of T-Rex.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Ever hear of the one-legged man in the ass-kicking contest?
But yeah, anything else that Ang's going to do?
Well... You know what? Set this aside for a second. He's down, but I'm gonna do flurry of blows to break his jaw.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. I would say that. Yeah. You don't need to roll anything for that for obvious reasons. Describe how. Oh my. In fact, I don't know if I want you to describe what you do to this poor thing. You know.
So violent.
No, I want to. I want to because I already have it thought out.
Oh god, no.
Okay.
He's a bad guy.
Yeah. Which means it's okay to torture them, right, guys?
Course.
Go on.
So, Aang's basically going to break past his defensive with both hands, grab his hand, and just squeeze and pull. Squeeze and pull to the sides.
Mm-hmm.
As his hands get left limp.
Mm-hmm.
And then a swift right hook to the jaw.
Uh-huh. And he goes down.
The cats will always beat the rats, I suppose.
Don't let Reap hear you say that.
That's racist.
Okay. Next up is going to be this guy. Is fine. Icrius.
Hi.
He's doing his best.
He is doing his best.
So a question about your compel ability.
Mm-hmm.
Does it only last for one round?
It doesn't specify. It basically says it's up until the task is considered done.
Okay, that's good to know. What would you like to be doing as he's bumbling around?
Alright, so Birdie Boy... Oop, that's the wrong thing. Okay. Birdie Boy is gonna rush on over there, talons clacking along the ground as he does so.
Clickety-clack.
Yep. He's just gonna lean over this, like, contraption
Yes.
and say, emergency shutdown 5 in Celestial.
I want you to give me an intelligence check with disadvantage. Nobody else could basically do this. So I would say intelligence check with disadvantage. Anybody else, they wouldn't even be able to roll.
That's a 5!
Okay, what you see before you, you're aware of the sort of technology that's come out of the Forge Lands. It's a very sort of like a steampunk-esque sort of, the sort of stuff that you'd see in, like, say, Full Metal Alchemist or, that kind of level. This is... It's kind of dusty and cracked in parts, but there's basically a glowing... what looks to be like a window filled with celestial words and numbers. There's a bunch of bright red signs. You do see words like warning, pressure, admin control, and a few other different things. But with a 5, I would say you have no idea what this means in the heat of the moment.
That's irritating because the admin controls, man!
Yeah, it's really irritating, but that was a 5. Hey, there's a lot happening at the moment, and it's very noisy, and you are very stressed.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
so Icrius. Next.
You're not wrong, Dennis.
Yeah. So he is very dead. Good boy. Your play partner here. He got free. What do you want to do?
Sorry, I was muted. I'm going to. I think I'm gonna follow the dryad lady.
Okay. Sure.
Do you
Okay,
still
then.
have the rat entangled with your vine tongue?
He was, but he cut himself free.
Ah, okay. I missed
Yeah,
that.
the way I did it is he failed his strength check, but he rolled really high with his dagger, and she rolled really low to keep him tied up. Okay. So as you head over here, away from the combat and everything, you see this dryad calmly talking to your friend Tahu. Give me a perception check. Okay, 15, yeah. She appears to be speaking in Sylvan. You basically hear something along the lines of, "Now, my handsome young friend, would you please kindly explain where we are and what's going on?" And she turns and looks at you. "Well, hello, little boy. Come here. I'm not gonna bite." Gives you a very friendly smile. Is there anything you want to do? She doesn't seem to be threatening your friend.
Can I roll something to see what kind of vibe I get from her?
Yes, give me an insight check, please. And yes,
Oh,
an 11.
no.
An 11, okay. She seems confused and curious about what's happening, and she's asking your friend for help.
but it seems like this nice lady.
Sorry, you broke up a little bit there.
But to Dog, her energy seems good.
Yes. You've met beings like her many times before.
Yeah.
Tree ladies are often very friendly.
Okay, well, the character, yeah.
Are you really saying that Dog has met lots of tree ladies? Because
I'm so sorry, D, you cut out, but I can only imagine what the punchline was.
Strange things happen when you're going around the twist. Have you ever felt like this?
oh my god, you're not gonna.
I already have.
So, Dog, anything else you're going to do?
I guess I go up to her.
Okay. I'll allow you to use some extra movement. So technically, mechanically, you've used a dash to get up to the group. This little conversation. So I'm just going to drag you over there if I may. Okay, so next up is going to be this guy who is dead. Next up is going to be this individual who is dead. This one is going to be this warlock here who is dead. Well, no, he's not dead. I'm sorry. Now you wanted to interrogate this one, is that correct?
Yes.
Mechanically, he is out of the fight then. So, let's see. Gloomtaker, you're fine. Gloomtaker is his mom, yeah. She's going to take a blast at... Actually, yeah, there is one more rat folk that she can see here. She is going to use her Skullface.
Yep.
Let's see. Let me just read the range on this spell. Yeah, screw it. I would like you to... 1 second. She doesn't have any available spell slots left because she used them all. That is annoying. Okay, in that case, yeah, she's just going to try and cast Sacred Flame on this bitch. That is going to be a DC 12 Dexterity. That is going to be... Yep, nope. That is going to be... Wow. So, Reap's mom basically tried to cast a spell, and this individual got 1 point of damage from it. Everybody involved in that made terrible rolls. Moving on. Skullface.
Skullface is going to reload Letitia and then use his action surge. And this first attack, he's basically going to shove Letitia into this Veril's mouth. You should have been.
Sorry. 13 is not going to hit. So I would say she spits it out. A 28, however, that
He just shoves it to the side of her nose like in Evil Arm of Darkness with Evil Ash. Oh no.
Okay. Bye. So she's out for the count.
He's going to move up to there.
Okay. I'd say the only active one you can see here is here. And let's see. Yeah, I think this is the only active combatant now that you can see anyway. Next up is going to be, I do believe, both.
I was going to say, for flavour,
yes.
Skullface is basically got Letitia ready. He's kind of pointing at him in such a way of saying, "Come on."
Okay.
2 shots
at this guy here.
Right, you. Yeah.
Very good. Okay, that individual is out of the fight. Scracker's out of the fight. This guy's out of the fight. Reap. He's going to look around, see that things are getting much better, and he's going to say, "Hope you don't mind." And he's going to rush over here, and that's going to be swing Bala number. That's a crossbow. So the first one is a 6. Okay. So basically he's going to take 2 swings with his great sword. This one is going to be... Ha! Yeah. So 2 swings, and this guy is bisected. Looks over to you, Skullface, and says, "Sorry about that."
It's alright, sir. He just Skullface just kind of spins the tissue on his finger and holsters her.
For the record, Reap is, just like his little token picture suggests, Reap is covered in blood that is not his. Seethe!
Alright.
There are not many targets around anymore.
I know, right?
In fact, where is this one here? I do believe, unless I'm mistaken, then all hostile elements have been dealt with. At least ones that you guys are aware of. So we're just going to play out what would Seethe do.
She is going to dash over to where she saw Tahu and that Dryad go.
Okay.
That was suspicious as fuck.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so go here.
Alright, as you rush down the corner, so you basically rush right up to them, do you?
No, she's going to take a stealthy approach and observe as she's approaching.
Okay, so as you head around the corner, you see Tahu acting like a very polite gentleman. Arms behind his back, to attention. While this Dryad, she's basically got down to one knee, and she's very gently petting Dog, speaking in a language I assume you would not understand.
What language is that?
Do you speak Sylvan?
I do not.
Okay. That's basically the scene you see before you. Now, you're trying to be stealthy. Would you please give me a stealth check?
Don't fail me now.
A 17. Okay. Her Let's see, her passive perception. Yes. Her attention is currently otherwise engaged. She does not see you. I would say if you got right next to them, however, she probably would see you, so maybe another square or 2 back.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
No, there's nothing I think she can do right now.
Okay. Next up is going to be Dead. Let's just clear out this turn order, and then we go back to Tahu, who is very politely waiting for his lady. Next is going to be this guy, who is dead. This one is, dead, and this one. Let's see. Okay, so that is the end. Technically 3 rounds of combat. So this is what is going to happen now.
Oh no.
This is what's happening as you hear the rumbling and the chaos as Icrius and Jurnis, basically Jurnis and Anger, just looking over this guy. You feel the rumbling around you getting louder and louder, until eventually everything just suddenly stops. The 2 emergency lights blink off, and you hear a noise, Icrius, coming from the machine in front of you.
Uh-huh.
Alert. The activation signal has been received from Central Processing. This facility is now in shutdown. Supervising technician will be required to report to the Central for debrief and potential disciplinary action. No further access will be granted to integral systems until lockdown is lifted from Central. As the voice finishes, the various blinking lights that had lit up slowly shut down one by one. And then there's one final message that plays out over the tannoy. This sewage plant is now closed. All non-supervising workforce are to return home and await reassignment. Supervising staff will remain for debriefing. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Okay.
Icky, do you understand what this is about?
Yes, somewhat.
What happened? The Elder said something about not letting loose a plague.
Yes, turns out this was a sewage plant. The veril live in a sewage plant.
What? This is coming from the elder cuddled in the corner, by the way. Now, with all that mayhem out of the picture, the DM needs a very quick break because that was a delightful experience. I'm just going to be 2 minutes. Feel free to chinwag amongst yourselves as we prepare for whatever bullshit's going on down that corridor. Be right back.
Does anybody remember where that dryad came from last session?
Random
The
summon.
evil elder basically summoned it.
What? Oh, I guess I gotta ask it when the DM gets back because I want to know whether Seethe saw that and who summoned it.
Forgotten his name already. Like
Scrap.
Scrag, that's it. The guy we came here to kill. Dude went down like a chump so quickly that Dennis had to basically stall his death so he could actually do his summon.
And I was up near Reap when that happened, right?
I don't remember. It's like a month ago.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
So she would have seen it.
We all would have. We were all in that room looking at him at that point, I think.
Yep.
So why do you ask, Frux? What's the significance?
Well, now I can actually confront Tahu about it.
This is going to be
Ask
very
him.
interesting.
What is he doing?
Well, be nice to Dennis about that because, like, Tahu isn't here, so he can't answer every question.
Yeah, if anything for Tahu related could wait till next week.
I believe that would
Fair
be
point.
best.
Mm.
Is Cream okay?
Yeah, he just is off visiting a friend.
He's traveling right now, as I understand it.
Yeah.
So, guys, Icrius didn't turn it off. Someone else did. Down in Central. Boy, I wonder who that could be.
Oh no, you don't think?
I do think.
Why is she being helpful?
Who do you think? What?
Well, who do we know who's deep in the depths of the city right now?
Well, she's throwing abominations at us, and then she's helping us by shutting down the.
No. She's probably helping herself.
She's living her best life. That's all you have to worry about.
Yeah, it's just like a convenience for us. So if the plague's not being let out here, then where's it going?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Is it just a quote-unquote plague, or is it something worse? Is it an entity that is built up over millennia?
Okay, I'm going to have to watch the recording after this, but TLDR, what are our theories?
They seem to be
They
convinced that
speculate.
Chemise did something.
Someone down in Central did, and Central is probably lower than this.
Now, when you say down in Central, did they literally mean down?
Well, that's how I'm interpreting it.
The exact wording was this sewage. The activation signal has been received from Central Processing. This facility is now in shutdown. Supervising technician will be required to report to Central for debrief and potential disciplinary action. No further access will be granted to integral systems until lockdown is lifted from Central. So
There's
there's
nothing
no.
that explicitly says it's underground.
Yeah, well, that's still how I'm interpreting it, and Icrius will as well.
That's absolutely fair. So, as you guys are currently cleaning up the mess, I would say, Seethe, you feel a tap on your shoulder as Reap, slightly ragged
I'd
breathing.
just say Skullface would be Reap.
Okay, yeah, so, Reap and Skullface. Basically, I would say you're all peering around the corner looking at this little conversation that's going on. Skullface, give me a history check, because Seethe is not really a local. So
Can I actually insight Tahu? Because I want to know if there's something wrong with him.
Sure thing, please. That Kenku is completely under the enthrall of this dryad. That is 100% a spell that's going on right now.
Right. It appears Tahu over there is under that dryad's control.
Oh, this is bad. Dryad are not to be messed with. Especially, we can't have a complicated relationship with them.
I would say, Skullface, are you up here next to them?
Yes, he is.
Whatever you do, don't attack them in front of the council. They might have to jump in and save them.
So what do we do?
I be very, very, very polite.
And
Say that myself. Be
so
polite, negotiate.
I'm so sorry, Seethe, you kind of cut out a little bit. Could I get
Be
that again,
polite,
please?
negotiate.
Might be a good idea. So, before we progress with that little thing, what is going on up and around here?
Jurnis
Jurnis and
had
Grass?
a shouted conversation. Jurnis went over, considered throwing the warlock down the hole, reconsidered, and then came to check on Graz.
Graz, so you've seen artwork of Graz. She's got this nice, shaved cut and everything. Her hair is Marisha after the fireside chat.
This is fine. This is fine.
She is beyond fuel. You feel heat radiating off her, and it's not just from the little embers that are still smouldering away. She looks furious. First thing we do.
Why did I say is? Graz,
You did.
don't take this the wrong way or anything, but you look extremely hot right now.
Make me a wisdom saving throw for Graz, please.
Yeah.
Jurnis is doing this intentionally to distract her.
Yeah.
See me through.
You get this slight hiss in goblinoid for a second, and then she just looks at you and says, "You are getting me a 5-star salon treatment."
I think we both deserve that. What do you think?
deal.
Did you get the bastard?
Oh, yeah, skewered him.
Very good. Where is everybody?
I think Hang was running around up there. Icrius is chatting to one of the. I would say yes. Actually, yeah. You have a couple of choices because at the moment now, Icrius.
Hi.
Now that everything's shut down, this member of the Vixis sort of like blinks for a moment, looks around, looks down at himself, looks at you, looks at the console, looks at the slowly, dying machine, and he's like, right. Oh well. Could you make me a dexterity saving throw, please, Icrius?
Presume it's a physical attack.
It is not an attack.
Down the hole.
He is
Sorry.
literally trying to jump down the hole, yeah.
Oh, fuck! 22.
Yeah, you managed to grab this little shit as he's about to toss himself down.
No need for that.
He looks like he's about to try and grab for you, like just to scrabble and fight, but it's just resigned. He looks humiliated.
Non-lethal attack with the hilt of the sword.
Sure, that's gonna hit. We will say that this little boy is he is knocked out for the moment.
And someone has to answer questions, don't they?
I mean,
But,
Friends, Icarus.
Yes, you could try to do it sometime.
Ooh. Okay.
I posted in chat.
He's
what,
getting a sharp tongue, Graz. I'm
Icarus
not
is
sure I
doing.
appreciate it.
Oh, I learned it from you.
So you're dragging this veril with you, yes?
Nope, that was accidental.
Don't know whether to be
okay.
pissed at Icarus or slightly proud.
Good, that was the intended reaction. So, would I know where everyone else has gone off to?
I would say at this point everyone's kind of congregating in this section here. Are
the elders all right?
They are over here. Gloomtaker, Reap's mother, is just double checking that everyone's okay. Unfortunately, one of them is dead. This one, I'm actually gonna have a rush over here and check over on this one here.
Oh, she's alive. Good. Thank you. I'm not sure what we would have done without you there.
My apologies. If I'd have known his influence had been so prevalent, we would have done this a little bit more subtly.
Well, honestly, we're just as surprised as you are. Half of these have been with us for a month.
She looks at the various guards.
Well, it looks like this plan has been a long time coming.
Dennis?
Yes, sir.
So Ix is gonna crouch down and lay a talon on this elder here, and give him 4 points from the lay on hands pool.
Okay. In that case, Elder, which one are you? She is going to... Yeah, I would just say for the flavour, she's just like, suddenly jolts up swearing in Dwarven.
Sorry. Oh, is it over?
For now, yes.
And I must say, your dwarven is quite exquisite.
Well, I spent most of my life with him, so
So yeah, the two of them look at each other, and Gloomtaker's gonna suggest she head over to the main group. The rest of them, I would actually say, they are going to make their way into this easily defended section over here.
Anybody got any rope?
Maybe an investigation check.
Investigation.
Yes.
I don't suppose there's anyone else who needs a bit of healing. And this is directed to Elder Gloomtaker, by the way.
I can take care of that. I think I have a few more spells. I
If
have
you're
the
sure.
ability to do that. But thank you. Yes. Yeah. Take care of yourselves first. I want to make sure that some of our people are all right. I don't know how many of them there were. I don't. Where's Reap?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen him since the start of the fight. Also, Icky, if you're handing out healing, I'm sure Graz and I would greatly appreciate that.
Graz
Yes,
literally goes over to you and says, "Heal now! Fix this!" She points to her hair.
Now, I don't know if I can fix that.
Jurnis will do
Literally.
her best to attempt a prestidigitation. After she ties up the renegade elder.
Okay. I will say that any living prisoners, I'm going to drag them over here. We've got this dude here who's just really pissed off and fed up and unconscious. We've got Scrack, and we had the warlock with a broken jaw and fingers.
Don't forget Icarus's quote-unquote friend.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, this one, this one here.
Okay, good. Just checking.
So, Larry,
Graz
Curly, Mo.
Beautiful, that's their names now. Graz gets 6 points of healing, by the way.
Appreciate you, mate.
And you, Miss Springsinger, you're next.
Yes, thank you.
And she gets 10. And that...
Okay.
That's...
I would say
Right.
by this point, you see Reap very carefully come around the corner and gesture over to the rest of the group. Also, if you don't mind me moving your Seethe, Skullface would be over here as well in this corner.
Okay.
Something wrong?
Reap puts a finger to his mouth.
I don't panic, but we have another guest. Please do not initiate any kind of hostile action. That would be very, very bad right now. What do you know about dryads?
Oh no. Oh no. I
So
assume
I would
Jurnis is
say-
well aware of what dryads are.
You are a travelled adventurer. You have you've travelled to a couple of places. You know pretty much everything about dryads for the most part. You don't have any. I would say you don't have any first-hand experience, but you do know all the things that they say about them.
Well, shit.
I'd say at that point, if you don't mind me moving you around, that Tahu and this charming lady with Dog walking by their side, unless I'm mistaken, are going to head towards the group. And let me just see if I can find the artwork for this lady, because it has been a minute since I set this up.
Holy shit, I just saw Skullface's HP bar.
Yeah.
And I know I would have saved some points.
No
Oh, here we go.
potions?
Nope. I don't believe
Oh,
so.
dear.
Okay.
It's okay, Icrius
is...
just has a lot on his mind.
Yes, he does. So this is the individual that you see coming towards you. And question for Dog, if you don't mind me asking, as you're being petted by this dryad, how is Dog looking? Same as he usually does, or is there anything different about him?
I guess I don't know. He would look the same as he usually does.
Okay, yeah, so it's just like same as he usually does. Fair enough. And as she steps towards you, you see Tahu has basically got his arm linked in hers, like politely, one hand on a dagger, looking at you all warily. Queer. And in your heads, you would hear, kindly step aside for the lady.
Oh dear.
Skullface is going to make sure to remove his hat first.
Ooh. Very wise. You would actually see Reap take his sword, put it tip down in the ground, and he's kneeling. Welcome, lady. How may we be of assistance? Oh, such manners. She looks to Jurnis and Icrius and Ang and Graz.
Oh no.
Jurnis is going to put on her best stage smile and give her a polite and greeting nod.
And I just sent you a whisper, GM.
Yes,
Oh,
I did.
no.
And I saw that.
Good day, madam. How can we be of assistance with you today?
Oh, I wish to speak to the, she looks over to Tahu and he nods, the council, if you don't mind. She politely gestures with her, like the back of her hand for you to step aside.
Okay. Oh, my apologies, but it seems the council has been, taking a short recess due to some recent unfortunate events. And Jurnis is going to indicate the corpses around. If you'd like, I can go and speak to them on your behalf and let them know that you're here. May I inquire as to what your business is, my lady?
Oh, such manners. Thank you. Please step forward, my dear.
Wow.
Oh dear.
Oh, yes. She reaches out her hand and she just, touches, your cheek. Such beauty. What is your name?
You may call me Jurnis, my lady.
Jurnis. I appreciate that. It begins.
Why don't everyone, literally everyone, want this fucking tiefling?
Hey, tiefling bards, man.
Oh, I know.
Thank you so much in such manners, but
I feel like this wouldn't happen if I chose College of Lore. I had to choose College of Glamour.
And lest we not forget, Jurnis is the one who flat out said hello and initiated conversation. So, I'm not the leader.
Jurnis is the fucking face of the party. She's the only one who could possibly have a chance of persuading this fucking thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there is the diplomat, but... No, don't worry. You made the right choice.
Jurnis's persuasion is literally +10.
That's a bit better than Icarus's, I will admit.
Okay, I would say this. Give me a persuasion check, Jurnis. Let's see who she's more interested in right now.
Oh no, I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh, yes. Yes. She sort of...
You do nicely for my harem.
I mean...
Both of you.
I mean... That's pretty much the energy that you're picking up from this.
No.
And she actually just ignores Tahu as she steps around you, Jurnis. The rest of you would actually see Tahu blink a little, go, eh? As whatever hold she had on him is released. So, Jurnis, what brings you to this place? Tahu here was explaining to me that you are here to meet with the veril to stop some kind of strange... a splinter group? Somebody has been trying to cause some sort of issue? Please, enlighten me.
Oh, yes, well, if you can forgive the surroundings, Jurnis will indicate the bodies.
Oh, that's not an issue. As she idly waves a hand, and you notice with most of the veril structures there are various bits of wood and, planks and basically straw, all this and the other bedding, shall we say. Vines and roots start to grow out of them and curl around the corpses. That's in a general radius as well. So it starts near these bodies here, and then it just radiates outwards. Vines start to wrap around all the bodies. I'll be able to clean those up in a moment. Now, please, my dear Jurnis, what exactly is happening here?
Jurnis is very quickly going to cast message and send a silent message to Reap and basically ask, am I telling her anything? He can respond in a barely audible whisper.
So here's the thing, she is in your face and she is staring at you with that sort of manic hunger and obsession that you would expect dryads to exude. And you do see a slightly narrow eyes, and it says, it's not rude it's not very polite to whisper. And maybe wisdom saving throw, please.
Fuck. Because Jurnis is great at those.
The intended. What? Oh, well, I was about to say you get advantage because Icky's here with his super duper sword, but you're fine, I hope.
Your eyes go a little bit cloudy, and you feel that was very bad. I did a bad thing, and then you feel more yourself, but you do get the impression, yeah, that was a thing that almost happened.
My apologies. I was just going to ask my companion here if he could alert the elders to your presence.
That will not be a problem, lady.
Reap looks to the dryad. She regards him coldly for a moment and then calmly nods. And he is going to scamper off over here.
I must apologise, my lady. We are currently trying to keep council safe.
That's quite understandable, given she looks at all the corpses around you. All the little accidents that you've had here. So, I was busy in my garden, minding my own business, when I was dragged here. Who amongst you summoned me?
Jurnis saw the elder summon her, right? We all saw that.
You did, yes.
Oh. Ah, yes. Well, I'm afraid that rude individual was the one who was also responsible for a lot of the mayhem you have discussed today. He's over there, quite worse for wear.
Interesting. Thank you, Jurnis. We will have a conversation later, my dear. And she will calmly brush past you guys, and she is going to head into here.
My lady, if I may.
Yes.
I understand your anger and frustration for this certain individual. However, he is a perpetrator of quite a serious crime against the veril, and he may have some information to prevent more innocent deaths. While I'm not one to object to you taking your own form of justice, mayhaps we can hold on to him for a little time to question him. We can bring him to you later, or we can carry out your punishment on your behalf.
Well, it's kind of you to offer that, but I'm more of a hands-on woman myself, and I do not feel inclined to delay. However, I would first like to speak with the council. And she looks over her shoulder down this little hole here where they're all cowering. I would say eventually, just for the sake of brevity, the ones that are currently conscious are going to again incredibly servile, incredibly polite, and absolutely terrified. They're going to look over to her. Now, what languages? Let's see. I would say as well, Seethe,
Yes.
are you being stealthy about the things you are saying?
Yeah, she's just kind of like whispering it to like Sir Icrius and Skullface.
Well, Sir Icarus can't speak Goblin, I hope you know.
I know those last common words are the ones you overheard.
What? Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, I heard that.
Pissing off powerful people is her specialty. Surviving them, we will see. Oh, and by the way, to clarify, Seethe, the moment she started talking to Jurnis, she ignored Tahu. Tahu is now his own person again, and he looks very confused. I would actually say you hear in the back of your head Tahu saying, "What just happened? And who is this chick?" So
She's just gonna say, where is Tahu anyway, relative to me?
Sure. I apologize. Tahu is down here. I'm gonna say he's been brought up.
Okay.
Yeah, now. So, was there anything you were going to say to Tahu?
Yeah, but I forgot. Damn it.
Okay. It's all good. I would say that over, rather than go through the whole thing, this individual is going to politely, as a noble woman would, refer to herself as Lady Paetius of the local forest. She wants to know why she's been summoned here and what's been going on. And over the period of a couple of minutes, very politely, the Veril will bring her up to speed on what's going on, who Scrack is.
Is this the dryad that the name has Frank told me about? So Jurnis would be familiar with this dryad?
Yes.
Their name's completely gone out of my head now. Courtesy, yeah.
I would say this. Yes, courtesy. I would say this. Speaking of names going out of your head, I actually called this character Patrius several times. It's actually Paetius. This is a character from a encounter that we ran as a one-shot like 2 years ago. But I've always mispronounced the name, so technically in universe it's Patrius. So, not that that means anything, but yes, this is that dryad. Well, I suppose... She looks a little bored. I must offer you some apology. You see, this individual, she points to Scrack, came to me asking for a favor. They wanted to help me grow my forests. They said the people of the city had been causing them problems, and so they wanted help in expanding my forests, relocating the people. So I gave them some gifts. Turns out they've been somewhat rude in the way they've been handling my abilities. And I don't like rude people. At this point, you hear a coughing and a spluttering from Scrack as he starts to wake up. He looks over to Patrius and he's like,
Yes, now, mean I control you. Destroy them, kill them all.
Oh, Scrack, you have messed with powers beyond your comprehension.
The dryad blinks in polite confusion, tilts her head, looks down at this individual, and turns away and starts walking towards the rest of you guys. As she does that, you hear a strangling sound as vines and roots begin to cover Scrack in basically you see all these like roots and tendrils erupt from his mouth. He is swiftly covered in growing, thickening tree roots until eventually, because I don't have a tile here, there is a small tree growing in the middle of this area. And you do see like a part of a limb sticking out, twitching, and you still hear a slight gurgling squawk coming from within. I'm terribly sorry.
A pity to use something so beautiful to dispose of something so twisted.
Oh, not to worry. I believe in people learning from their mistakes. Rudeness should never be permitted. Again, she gently strokes the side of your horn. Now, tell me, since my actions have technically given you all a little discomfort, what can I do for you? You've been so polite and so charming. It's the least I could do.
My dear, my dear lady, I feel it was you who was inconvenienced in this situation, so by your leave.
Very well, very well. She looks over to her dog. Incidentally, whose familiar is this? Fallon here was telling me a little about their mistress, but I do not sense anything from you all.
We
Certainly,
sort of adopted Fallon.
Oh. He's a very charming boy, so polite. I'd almost want to take him for myself.
we have grown a little attached to the boy.
Do take very good care of him. I would be upset if anything were to befall him.
I have no intentions to see the poor boy getting hurt.
Good, good, good.
That's right, Sir Icrius. You've grown quite attached to the Tiberius, as you named him.
Yes, I have.
Sir Icarus. She, again, you feel a slight brush off.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks. Suck it, Icky.
Such noble countenance, sir. Tell me, what rank do you hail from? I see by your armor you are not from these lands. You are from somewhere abroad? Somewhere
Yes.
new?
I'm a roach knight of Yabal-Hari, a mountain region to the north.
Interesting, so exotic. Though I don't really approve of the name so much. No. And this mask is divine, such shine to it. She's just gently stroking the mask that you wear.
Delightful young man. Tell me, is there any service that I can provide you as recompense for the inconvenience I have caused?
Jurnis is behind the dryad and is just motioning. No. No.
What are you doing, Icrius?
Oh,
Did we have
am I back?
Oh, you're back. Yes.
Yeah, my internet just died for a few moments.
Oh no. Basically, Patrius asked, "Is there any service I can provide you as recompense for the inconvenience?" And Jurnis behind her is like, "No, no."
All I can picture now is that trope of like the character just like no, and then when they look, they just no.
So, Kubur's having some issues with the voice chat, unfortunately. Okay, we'll wait just one moment for him. In the meantime, Dog, is there something you wish to do? Is there anything you wish to say to the nice lady?
I don't know. Is there?
To clarify this, stuff that we discussed earlier, is there anything that you need from her?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you wish to go about getting what you need from her?
I don't know. I need to think about it.
Okay. Kubur, are we back?
He said he was resetting his router.
Oh, shoot. Okay, then. In previously, when I was AFK for a moment or two, you guys had a couple of theories about some of the stuff that was going on. Any further theories you wish to add?
We pissed off a goddess of the forest. Well, we did. Someone else did, and we're trying to placate him.
Somebody pissed off a god of the forest. He's now a tree.
Yeah.
Don't you love it when the problems solve themselves? And then become bigger problems.
Pity we can't get any information out of them, though. Luckily, we have two others. One of whom who might have a problem talking. Or writing. Oops.
Yeah, Skullface is just kind of relieved that he's kind of below her attention.
Okay. Am I in?
Hooray! Hi, Icky.
Right. The voice quality seems to be a bit screwy, so I may end up dropping out again. I hope not.
Sorry about your internet today.
Yeah, it's a bit more temperamental than usual. Now I've got to get back into the game. Ho 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 ho. Ooh. Come on, internet. Oh my god. I actually can't log in.
Oh no! What are you trying to log into?
Voarcel. It thinks I'm still logged in.
Oh no! Yeah. You technically you are. I don't want to kick player because I'm worried that would delete you from the thing. Okay. So at the very least, say again.
Wouldn't banning the player remove him? I think kicking would just, kick him from the game, and you can just come back in.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't.
Okay. What we're going to try is I'm just going to kick you for a moment, Kuba. You know. So boop. Yeah, Kuba has been kicked out of the world. Hopefully, you'll be able to log back in a minute or two. While that's going on, Dog, she is going to turn and look over her shoulder at you. Oh, come here, boy.
I'll walk over.
Mm-hmm. Very good, very good. Well, is there anything that you want, my dear? Stroking your fur. Let's see.
You get the impression that he wants back what he lost, and he really wants.
Talk to her.
I'm not. Don't put me under pressure.
Okay. Oh, okay. No problem. No problem. Go on.
Okay. And he wants to find out how to get into the Feywild.
Okay. Okay.
I regret to say that I still can't access myself on the list.
Oh no. We will try and figure that out shortly, my friend. We'll wrap this up, and then we're not going to wrap this session up, but we're going to see if we can do a little tech support in a moment.
Sure.
Okay, sorry about that. All right, so she thinks to herself and says, I'm sure we can think of something. It looks like, yes. She looks over to the rest of you. You know, somebody has done some very nasty things to this poor boy. Looks like he's been cut off. Normally a familiar, they have to stay within a certain radius of their master. But this one, it's the reverse. Can't go anywhere near. Fascinating. All those little tricks and toys locked away. Let's see what we can do about that. And she gets in close, and you see her breathe this, fine green mist over Fallon. You see, like, vines and flowers start to open and then close briefly as the fur sort of ruffles over his back in a wave until he's seemingly the same as he's always been. That might be a start. But please, if you learn anything else about his owner, don't hesitate to visit me. I insist. I would love to help in any way I can.
Okay.
We shall do so, my lady.
Oh, you will. That's good to know. I will remember that. She reaches out a hand to Skullface.
You just made a promise, dear Dryad.
You said we will do something, and she is now holding out her hand.
May I ask whereabouts we may find you?
Oh, God.
Of course. My woods are to the northwest of the city. This, originally, for those of you who are not from this area, they wanted to build their city in my home. I persuaded them to relocate. But please, good sir, she gestures with her hand. And what was your name?
Scarface, my lady.
Give me a deception check, please.
It's technically his name. Goes by many names.
It's not really the name she's looking for, though. Is it the name your mother gave? You know what? Skullface. Goblins are such charming people. And for the last time, does Skullface take her
He
hand?
does.
Okay. So here's the thing about goblins in Voarcel. I'm not going to confirm or deny whether or not they have fey blood in them, but I would say that on some level, you know you have just signed something. You will come back with information of Fallon's owner. Or else.
He was planning to anyway.
Good.
Seems like this woman wants to help Fallon, so.
So.
I'm unmute for a second to go, wow.
Thank you, dude. Thank you. I do my best. So. I would say at this point, while all of this has been going on, you would notice that around you, the various vine-covered bodies start to move and come towards you all. Icrius.
Hi.
I'm assuming you don't even need to make a divine sense.
No.
Yes. As all around you, the vine-covered undead begin to group around this still growing tree. Well, please do visit me. I would hate to be lonely. It's so rare that I get visitors, although recently I've had some most delightful ones. Unless there is anything else you require of me, I will see you again soon, Mr. Skullface.
Indeed,
Wish you a pleasant day, my lady.
Thank you. Better be gods, Jurnis. Her eyes drifting to I'm so sorry, drifting to Icrius as she puts her hand on the tree and walks through it. And one by one, her zombies follow her.
Aren't they really zombies? They seem to be more like cordyceps puppets.
Technically, yes. Yeah.
Scully, did you really just make a promise to a dryad, a fey creature? Oh my god. You do realize you're going to be compelled to keep that promise, right?
Yes, and since she's going to help Fallon out, which is what we're going to do anyway.
Okay, but you do realize that there are consequences if you fail, right?
Oh, we'll just have to make sure I don't fail then, don't we?
Yeah, good luck with that, Skullface. Reap looks a little bit out of breath and shaken. Is everyone alright?
I have no idea.
Where?
Just a moment. Just got to pull out her flask and take a big swig.
I would say that Graz is going to take a swig from it as well. And lastly, if he can, Reap is going to grab it and take a swig himself.
Oh yes, help yourself.
You hear Reap's mother from the top looking down at him.
It's purely medicinal, my lady.
So, Dennis.
Yes, sir.
Because the internet decided to fucking ruin it for me, and I got cut off.
I'm sorry, dude. Go on.
Was the dryad getting touchy with the mask?
Oh, yes. She was. She was stroking it affectionately, admiring its beauty and its shine.
Oh, God.
I would allow you to make a wisdom saving throw to restrain yourself from doing something that you may regret.
Well, I can't get in to do that, so you'll have to
I
roll
can
it
do
for
that.
me.
I can do that for you if you trust me. Okay, so that's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wait a minute!
Yeah.
I can't get in now.
Oh, okay.
Hooray!
Skullface is ready to basically leap on Icrius to try and hold him down.
You don't know what he will do.
I would be kind and say you did roll a 10. That is just enough. If it was 9 or lower, there would be a problem. So you may restrain yourself.
Well then, I'll say this, if nothing else. He visibly tenses right the fuck up. And all the flamey goodness, well, it probably flares up just a bit more.
That's a fair point. Yeah, she is fascinated, and during the whole conversation, it's this whole one hand on your chest, idly stroking your cheek, just staring at your eyes with fascination.
Touchy lady, isn't she?
Yeah.
Well, unless there was anything else you wanted to add to the conversation, that would have been everything that happened during that encounter.
I'll say Skullface just kind of just muscles under his breath. Why is all the crazy otherworldly women go after him?
If I knew that, I'd know why they were after me as well. What the fuck, seriously? Don't I just give off that energy or something?
I suspect you might.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
So, Dennis.
Yes,
Dennis.
sir. Yes, sir.
The more touchy and feely she's going to get, the more tense Icrius is actually going to get, and he's actually going to start shaking a little. And he's going to say, My lady, please stop touching me.
She will respectfully do as you request. Very well. The debt is paid.
Seethe was about to
I knew
say
it!
something.
I knew it! That was going to be the bargain! She asked you, was there anything she could do for you? And you said, stop touching me, and she took that as a bargain. Oh, fuck!
I will be kind and say she's more interested in Dog for her own reasons. So everything to do with Dog still happened. But in regards to unwittingly causing several major explosions and political mayhem and all this other shit, yeah. As far as she's concerned, the debt is paid.
I love how careful and thoughtful the party is about consequences.
So, now that everyone's passing the booze around, yeah, Icrius is going to grab that bottle. And I do mean grab. He will snatch it once Reaper's done with it.
Hey!
And he is actually going to take a big swig, but the swig isn't going to stop.
Alright, sure, fine.
Would anybody mind telling me what the heck that was?
That was a dryad. That was a very powerful fae.
Like I said to you, she sneezes, she could demolish this entire city.
I would say,
I think I know someone else who is just as powerful, and I'd piss her off for it.
My dear Seethe. And Jurnis is just going to point at the tree. He's like, she could do that on an enormous scale. If she really wanted to. And there was nothing we could do to stop her.
She's a bully.
Yes, but one who could readily kill us all.
So you guys are having this conversation still in the chamber. The rest of the Veril Council, I would say they've just gone back to the small cubbyhole to just recover. Gloomtaker, Reap's mother, is actually going to come down next to you guys. To clarify, the Dryads and our people, we have a bit of an unusual relationship. We, for the most part, consider them deities. They are, spirits of the earth. We kind of take nature and balance very, very seriously. So probably don't want to be bad-mouthing a god in the middle of a temple. Although, as it turns out, apparently a sewage farm? Is that what you said?
Yes, could you care to elaborate on that, Icky?
Seethe's just gonna start a laugh.
Give me a stealth check.
I'm gonna do it with disadvantage because it's not funny.
Yeah. No, yeah, she does not notice, and neither does her buff son with a great sword.
BRB, real quick, I have to answer the door.
Not a problem. But yeah, Icrius.
On the plus side, don't plants like fertilizer?
That's a point, but not quite the one we should be making.
Okay, so to clarify, this is the Temple of Whispers. We have had our nest here for the better part of several hundred years. We were here before the Great Calamity, when half the city fell. Most of us, came from this area, and we went to the surface to see what was going on. That's how the Pact of the Rat began and everything. Our people have kept this place safe and away from the rest of the world for centuries. Our histories teach us of a great plague, a pestilence that was held at bay by this temple. Now, you said sewage plants? What do you mean by that?
That's what Icarus said, right?
Yeah, this is to Icarus.
So Icarus stops drinking for a moment. oh, yes. Yes.
Explain with that booze dripping from your beak.
Yes, the contraption said that this was a sewage plant, as in a facility to process waste.
Right. She looks around the ancient tech, the candles and the religious trappings that have been placed around it. For clarity as well, a lot of the the veril architecture, quote unquote, is very sort of like scrap construction. We'll get to whatever's happening in a second. First, so it's very almost like ancient tribal, very Heilung-esque, if that makes sense. And she's looking around and thinks, so between us, this is literally a shithole, a place designed to process shit.
With all due respect, Elder, by that logic, I was raised in a hole in the ground outside the city.
I suppose. Yeah. Context. She chuckles to herself. Probably best we don't tell the others. I don't think that they would take blasphemy like that very well.
Well, if you want to look at it in a higher context, your lore is correct. This place did prevent pestilence returning to the population.
She just chuckles to herself. It's been a day. So, Seethe! With that nat 1, what exactly was this roll in aid of?
Well, when Reap kind of like boiled this place down to a shithole.
It was
So
his
that
mother
was-
who said that.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Mhm.
When that was said, that was the last straw. She couldn't hide it anymore. So she's just there, like, snarking and just goes, "Excuse me, I need to excuse myself."
You could literally see Skullface just face, his hat is over his face. He's just in like a face palm.
Anyway, thank
I'm
you.
okay now. I'm okay now.
I'm sure you are. She just gives you a look. You don't see her arguing, though. But yes, so... Well, this has been an embarrassing day. At least we have 2 individuals that we can interrogate, find out more information in regards to the Vrixis, how many others there are, what their plans have been. I would say actually as well, Seethe, as you headed out, you noticed a whole bunch of other veril guards and other commoners who were like clearing up what seemed to be like a not inconsiderable number of bodies. It seemed that while this fight was going on, there was a full-blown internal riot. However, it does look like whatever action was planned, the Vrixis did not succeed. The majority of the council is alive, aside from one individual who walked off along with the rest of their undead brethren. So that's something. And you guys have the Veril now have 2 people to interrogate, and the quote-unquote mastermind behind all this is now a tree that even now is gurgling a little in pain. He is still alive, by the way.
Oh, that's fucking creepy.
And
God.
will continue to remain alive.
Is Elder Scrack a tree, or is a tree around him?
Around, through, in, out. There were vines coming out of his mouth, and who knows what other orifices. He
So he's not-
insulted Lady
So he's
Patriot.
not literally a tree then?
No, not he is not the tree. It is more that tree is a part of him now.
Ah,
A very intimate part.
horrifying.
This is why you
Yes.
shouldn't eat watermelon seeds.
Inexorable justice.
So,
Yes,
is there
probably.
anything... Oh, I'm so sorry, say this again.
I was just agreeing with Jurnis about the watermelon seeds.
Now, is there anything you guys wish to do while you are still in here, or is there anything that you wished clarified by the Veril or anything else before you make your way home to a very well-deserved drink?
I don't believe so.
I believe we're
He just looks.
quite done here.
Please, if there's one thing that you can do for us, don't tell anyone what happened to you.
I just think anyone would believe us. Jurnis looks back to the tree.
Well, I mean, not so much about that, but I mean anything. If people knew that the Veril were involved in what's happened, with the city, with everything else.
I know. Well, don't worry, we will not tell them anything. We'll not give them any ammunition to tarnish your reputation.
Thank you. I appreciate that. If there is any service our people can provide you,
Reap looks over his shoulder at his mother. Actually, there might be something we can do for them. He looks over to Icrius. You needed help with a lich, is that correct?
Yes, we did. We do.
His
Down
mother...
in the depths of Nelion.
The Holy City? There's a lich down there.
Well, we believe she's aiming to become a lich, and she was already on her way.
She's already made progress towards that goal.
Very well, I'll speak with the council and we'll see what we can do. I know most of the rest of the city, they don't allow anybody to go down there, but we handle things ourselves. If you want, we can try and arrange guides and we can try and arrange passageway into the depths through here. No one would ever know.
We may have some assistance from the mission, the clerics outside the city.
We do have their support. There's no may about it.
Wow, this is good. This is good. Well, let me speak to the rest of the council about it, and we can try and arrange something in private. But if there's anyone else you wish to discuss with, if you, I mean, liches are supposed to be very powerful. But if we have an issue with the undead, shall we say, so we understand the danger of the undead being given free reign.
The thing is,
after you.
The thing is, she was able to control one of the creatures, the abominations from down there.
That is not good.
Precisely why we need to deal with her.
And that's why I think that Ixaldo might be coming down.
Would you please, Seethe, refresh the DM's memory?
Ixaldo is Icrius' tribe name.
Oh. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Yes. Well, if you have, Chancellor Arcanus on your side as well, you might actually be able to sway some of the city council to help as well, not just us. But if the worst happens and they deny your request, come to us in secret, and we can get you and your allies down there. You have my word.
We also have Margot's support in this.
I need to talk to her, but I'm pretty sure she will help us. She seemed like she was willing to, so...
So then, is there anything else you all wish to discuss before you head to, I'm assuming the tavern, yes?
Seethe just wants to apologize for that outburst.
She accepts the apology and says, again, I wouldn't do that in front of the others, but you have to laugh. It is pretty
I'm
fucking
sorry.
funny.
It was involuntary. I couldn't help it.
It's quite alright. She just pats you on the shoulder. Just try not to do that again. Internal laughter.
I fought so hard.
I can tell. You did really well.
Why did I have a mental image of her reaching into a purse now and they're just giving him a hard candy?
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. She's a mom. It's like, sure you did, sweetie. Of course you did. So, rather than... Yes, actually, let's jump over to the actual city map of Criswell-Grim.
Oh, I love Seethe so much. I love that character.
You make your way out into the city proper. It is
Oh, bear with me a moment. I'm so sorry. I forgot that this was not playing. So let's call it about. Let's call it 2 in the afternoon now. Yes. I mean, shouldn't we all be here? I mean, it's about right. It's about right.
I'm surprised you didn't notice that was there last time.
I'm afraid I did not notice. The DM has many spinning plates that he needs to keep an eye on.
To be fair, it is outside of the map.
Yeah.
Okay, so we find ourselves back in the city of Cosvelgrim. You head, and it's surreal going through the Veril Quarter and stepping out into the light of the city proper. It's like stepping into a different world almost. All the chaos and carnage and madness from down below seems like it was in another world. So, as you're heading to the tavern, Sir Icrius, I notice a 19 deception. Is everything okay there?
There's nothing to
Yes, I wanted to give the party a hint.
Insect.
Hmm.
Oh, Icky's doing perfectly fine.
You don't know shit.
Seethe might know something.
Seethe. Bird Boy is still very, very tense, and he's not saying much or anything at all. In fact, he's still kind of got the whole flame thing going on. Not as much, nowhere near as much, but yeah. Sir X is bothered.
I would say this, guys. Given the fact that Voarcel is a low magic setting, even though your associate is a paladin, a licensed paladin, walking around with glowing eyes is something that would possibly cause issue. Certainly would garner of attention if you were to not mention anything.
Should he roll sleight of hand, stealth?
Who?
Icrius.
Why?
This is happening because, well, for clarification, given Icarus's celestial nature, this is basically his true form now. It's just whenever he's distracted, people can tell. And he is, I believe, distracted.
Yeah.
Anyway,
right now, okay, to make this clear mechanically, at this early stage in his transformation, the particularly, shall we say, divine aspects only pop up in times of duress and stress.
Beaks, you can turn that off now. We're not fighting.
What? Turn what off?
Your flame.
I'll try. And he just sort of like clamps his eyes shut and makes a concerted effort to stifle the flames. But if anything, due to the fact that now he's stressed and getting more stressed, it's just making it worse.
I would say give me wisdom with disadvantage. Wisdom check, please.
Okay. 6.
Yeah. Has anyone got any sunglasses? Actually, no, I would say Graz is like, has anyone got any sunglasses on them?
Can I just say, this doesn't half hurt.
Icky, you're already a bright star. You don't need to show off.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
And I wasn't meaning Icky.
Would I be able to figure out that? Would I be able to figure out what it is that stressed them out.
I will give you that, just to be nice.
You did roll 19.
The Dryad got too close and too personal. So Icarus doesn't like people touching him. He may have body issues.
Hey, Beaks, I didn't much like that Dryad either. I understand.
Yeah, it's entirely too touchy-feely for my... Why do they always go for the face and the horn? Why? I don't understand.
Just because we can't do anything about it.
All I can say is I'm glad you lot are acting as first magnets.
You know what? I can't even bloody deny it. Ain't that right, Graz?
I would say when you asked why did they always go for the face and the horn, you saw her open her mouth to say something and then close it.
So far, since I know you lot, Grant Out has been, well, that an undead goblin woman that we met in the Grey Quarter, but that's about it.
Go there.
I'm already in the guru lag.
Guru lag.
Yeah. They made it worse.
Wait,
You mean better.
Scully, didn't you have an interested party in the Tardy Taro at some point? No, wait. It was the gnome in the sanctuary.
Yeah, but she's clergy, isn't she? She's like a nun. She's, not allowed.
That depends, I suppose, on the faith, isn't it? I met this very odd woman a while back, a winged elf, and she worshipped a gnome. Their clergy was all about physical intimacy. Very strange.
We goblins... to be honest, we don't even... As far as I'm aware, we don't have any gods, and if we did, we would have sold them off for a cheap price.
I don't know who you got it. Well, I mean, I don't know much about, goblin deities either, to be fair. I was, I was raised by a pair of halflings, so...
Fair enough, but I was never told of any, so just kind of accepted they were God's fair, they exist, try not to get on the bad side, and hopefully you won't be able to make a bit of coin.
So, as I'm aware, it's more of a regional thing. It's not like, let's be honest, not every quote-unquote race has their religion. It's more the cultural thing,
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, what about the client from our previous job before we met Icky over here? She was a little interested in spending more time with you, Red. Tiefling solidarity and all that.
Miss
Yes.
Fulbright, I guess.
She does kind of owe us a favour. We did sort of help her reclaim her home.
That is true. However, we may have issues contacting her with present company. Jurnis is going to say that last bit in a whisper, trying to avoid saying that to Iggy.
She and Curtsy kind of want to be keep things... Well, they kind of want to be together alone at the moment, if you get my drift.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, like I say, in regards to the other one, I don't know about the clergy or anything. What you think? Like that Tabaxi chick? What was her name? Namika?
That was it.
You said you've already spoken to a few of the clergy. Is that right, Icrius? Was one of them a Tabaxi woman by the name of Namika?
Do yourselves a favour and roll a perception check.
Oh no.
If you'll indulge me.
I would say this. I will allow you all to use your passive perception or your passive. Yeah.
BK can't use your passive if it's higher.
Yeah. Because Skullface uses passive.
I bet it did.
Which I presume is higher than 11.
15.
Okay.
God damn it, Jurnis. Graz, I think, has a passive of 14.
Okay, I think you're all pretty much good. Bird Boy's flown off.
What? Oh god, where did he go?
I mean, you can see him.
Icky, where are you going?
I'll meet you back at the tavern. I can't listen to this.
Well,
Okay.
something has him stressed out.
Oh, no.
I
Like I
suppose
said,
I needed to speak to him anyway. I'll do it back at the tavern.
I would say this, now that Icrius is out of earshot, Graz is going to turn and look at Seethe as you guys are walking down. Yeah, I know, we're wrapping up, but she is going to look to Seethe and say,
So, I've got 2 questions for you. How do you feel about killing people for money, and how do you feel about working with the undead?
That would entirely depend on who I'm killing and for how much.
okay, good to know. And that's just it. So,
Insight that.
you absolutely may.
Cause you ain't just gonna kill anyone. Dang.
Oh, so sexy.
Bear with me a moment. I just remembered that. I would say, is Icarus in his room?
You know what? I will be nice to give Jurnis her chance to talk to Icarus. So, there's a chair in front of the fireplace, right?
There is.
And I'd say he's in that, just nursing a pint of the finest ale.
Okay then, let me just boop you there. And 1, 2, 3, boop. You are here. So, as you guys head up towards the tavern that's always looks this way, you see one of the barmaids looking a little bit tired and irritable. Human girl look up at you all as you walk through, just give you a nod, make a note who's coming in. I would say you've noticed that over the past few days, the security in the city does seem to be slowly stepping down, while they're still trying to figure out who's caused most of these attacks. Things do seem to be a little more calm in this area, although as you look inside, you realize why. 90% of the usual staff and members of the tavern are just not here. Yeah. It is a fairly quiet night. I say night at 2:30 in the afternoon. You do see Keith, the dwarven barkeeper, chatting with a human gentleman across the bar, dealing with something. You hear noises coming from the kitchen, the various staff moving back and forth. And you also see Sir Icarus.
How is he looking?
A bit distant, pensive, but he's doing a lot better now. You know, just watching the fire while drinking ale. It's kind of relaxing in the Tardy Tyro. At least Icarus certainly thinks so. So, the flames, the flamey goodness has died down now.
Okay. George is gonna walk over. Icky, do you mind if I have a word? Can I sit?
Yes, of course you can, Miss Springsinger.
I owe you an apology.
Oh?
Yes. You tried to do something nice for me, and I fear I may have given you the wrong impression that I was ungrateful for it. Unfortunately, I was not... Can I say... a mood considering your intentions. I understand that you are trying to give me something that you consider to be a great gift. And I want to say that I really do appreciate that. It's not very often I'd come across someone who would go out of their way to do something like that for me. Hasn't been someone like that for a very long time. During this whole conversation too, she's not looking at you, she's looking at her hand and playing with a silver ring. So, I owe you an apology.
Well, in fairness to you, it is probably none of my business. I was just concerned.
I understand, and I appreciate the concern. You're a good man, Icrius.
I try to be. It's not easy. Not at all.
Yes, well... Try not to be so hard on yourself, yes? Leave that to me.
Going to keep me in line, are you?
Perhaps, if you need it. But
yes, well, you are rather good at it.
Well, as you said in the combat, you're learning from me. I don't know whether that's a good thing or not. But...
Time will tell, Miss Springsinger. Time will tell.
But yes, I do sincerely thank you for your considerate gift. And don't be so hard on yourself.
Is that an order, ma'am?
More a suggestion.
Then I will take your suggestion in due course.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Icky. We all make mistakes. And she's just gonna give him a pat on the shoulder and stand up and walk away.
Okay. So, given the time that we are now at, I think we're going to bring tonight's session to a close for now with that conversation. Although, actually, there is one more brief conversation that needs to be had somewhere else from here. Odie?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. And yes, I'm here.
Hello there. So bear with me one moment. I'm trying to find the exact location. There we go. Meanwhile,
Active time event.
somewhere else. Deep underground.
Going deep
Chemise?
underground.
Yes, somewhere else. Deep underground. Chemise.
For what it's worth, I don't see anything. Am I supposed to be seeing something?
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I actually goofed up there and pressed the wrong map, so you bear with me a moment. I'm a genius. I'm a professional. Sorry, I've got basically what I've got at the moment, guys, is
There we go.
Yeah, you shouldn't. There we go. Okay, just a second. So, yeah, I loaded the wrong map up there. That's actually the laboratory wing for Nelial.
There we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
What we do need to see, however,
Oh,
is
this looks fan-fucking-tastic.
I like it.
you, Mazinga, and your associate, Remco von Thane I, are standing in a small auditorium viewing gallery, looking down on an ancient area. Stone structure has eroded away in one corner. You're looking out into the deep, dark mines that you first traversed to get here. Remco idly scratching his chin as he looks out over the small expanse. So, explain to me again what you said to this Kenku, this individual that's with the people who are apparently coming to us in force.
Force such as it is. And she's rubbing her hand, and like she's trying to like get something off her hands. Her hands are burned and blackened. Skin has been burnt and red, like it's deep red, purple. And she looks over and says, I told him to watch the others. I told him he could help me. I told him he could help us.
And do you think he will?
I don't know him especially well, but the way I see it, if it's even possible to undermine them a little bit, it's a good idea.
We will see.
And we're no worse off if he doesn't.
That is true. Just be sure you don't give him any information that could cause issue. Does he know about me?
No.
Good. Then they've got no idea what's waiting for them.
His prize is speech.
Wingless vermin. Never had time for those creatures. And
He's very talented.
If you say so.
He can kill from a distance. Sorry, go
ahead. He just asked, what is his specialty?
Killing from a distance. Going unnoticed. Listening, which is why he's good for the job I want for him.
You've just described what I've been doing for the past 400 years.
I'm sure you're good at it too.
Yes. I was, until I opened my door to you two. And now, the eyes of the city are down on me.
She shakes her head and says, the eyes of destiny are on you.
That doesn't sound any better, my dear.
I'll protect you.
Yes, you will.
She nods. There's lots of changes coming. I know it. I'm sure of it. And it's going to be wonderful. We are going to free the living. We're going to liberate them. And we'll put out the sun.
Before that, he looks over your shoulder at Mazina next to you. I do hope that your friend here is going to keep their word. Of course, of course. I'll show you how to use the artifacts. 400 years, I've barely been able to scratch the surface of these things, but with you, in just a few days, I've already learned more than I have in the past 400.
You see, it's destiny.
It better be worth it. I would say this. In the meantime, he leans over and looks down into the pit below. My pet is hungry. And as he says that, you hear this muffled, warbling gurgle as a shape
chained to the far corner of this cavern starts to scream and roar through the darkness.
Chemise hugs herself, closes her eyes, and lifts her head as if she's embracing a rainfall.
And that,
Smiles.
ladies and gentlemen, is going to be where we end things for tonight.
Oh boy!
So, a little preview of the joys of Nelial to come. So, as is
I hate it.
traditional, good. I'm glad. I'm very glad. So, as is traditional, comments, questions, and theories.
Is
Skullface
Icky
is
still
glad.
kicking himself over upsetting Jurnis?
I mean, that was a thing at the back of his mind, but it's not what rattled his cage this session.
I figured that, but did
Oh,
at least
okay.
ease some of the stress.
Yes, it did.
The
Dryad
friendship
died
is slowly starting to develop. Jurnis is considering Icky a friend now.
Aww.
Skullface is glad he is surrounded by first magnets.
And yet you're the one who made a deal with the Fae! Oh my god!
Yeah, don't you mean first shields?
Wait, but she doesn't know his real name, and it was something he was going to do anyway.
However, it is your identity. That's what binds the magic.
Kill me.
He's got 5 or 6 different names.
Oh, yes, I said yes. Scrack is going to live forever. Like that.
I find it cute that Skullface thinks he can, like, outwit a Fae. Just saying. That's kind of difficult, buddy.
Well, he's not trying to outwit her, he's just keep the name he uses.
I was totally expecting Aang to say something too whenever Jurnis was talking about this strange sex cult.
Yes. Yes. I was expecting.
I have to confess, I was an inch away from saying, "Hey, Aang, this sounds really familiar," because the character that Jurnis is talking about is a very famous figure in your religion. She's basically a saint isn't quite the word, but she's like, I won't say she's the Pope. She's basically like a bishop.
A prophet?
Yeah.
Yeah, a prophet. Yeah, she's a prophet.
All yours are keep good to help Skullface stay an innocent lad. Relatively speaking.
So did everyone like the very brief preview of the Nelial entrance?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
We're all
thank you.
doomed.
Really excited for that.
What is
Don't
his
worry.
pet? And what does it eat? Why is it hungry?
It's made of fire!
Why are there bones?
I will say this, just for the
Why
sake
does it
of
burn? Why does it burn? Why does it burn?
you will learn why it burns, but you must wait your turn.
Really? Really?
Yearn.
Really? I was just making a Wicker Man joke.
Alright.
Not yet.
Why is it burned? Why is it burned?
Yes, that's what I was doing, exactly.
So yes, next session there will be a few more changes. I'm planning on having a little more interesting functionality to the splash page here. As you can see, if you try to zoom in and out to move around, you cannot. So we actually have a nice solid splash page now. I'm going to
I
start
noticed
doing
that.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing that with some of the maps as well. So the maps are now going to be portraits. They're going to be they're going to be landscape, and so there's a couple of little bits and pieces that I'm working on. Hopefully, that's going to be ready for next week. As for everything else, I should actually pause the ticking clock there. Other than that, there are some things with the tavern that I've been working on. As you saw very briefly, we have a new map for the Tardy Tyro, a business that you guys will not be supporting in any way, shape, or form, I'm sure. By the way, to clarify, I actually was planning on making the Tardy Tyro map for a while. And then it's like you guys were saying, hey, maybe we should buy the place or something. I will tell you this much: you do not need to, do not feel the need to, do anything that you do not wish to, just because I have made a map. All of these maps that you have seen will be released very soon on Patreon for free. That's patreon.com/LunarBlaze Studios. For anybody to use. So nothing goes to waste. However, there are some individuals that you have met who may be able to help fund your business. One of them, Christina Fabrida, as we mentioned. Another who we may get to have a little conversation with next week has a daughter in your party.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and
in regards to... After you, sir?
I'm to point out a certain Pat Butcher related to a certain Peggy Mitchell in the setting.
There is that factor too, yes. So, take a little bit of time, try and figure out who your friends are, who can help you out. And what are you drawing a mushroom? Yes, absolutely yes. I get it. It's a tree. I approve.
Well,
Very
that is
nice.
Scrack, isn't it?
Yeah, that is Scrack.
I'm just
That
a
is
terrible,
Maurice,
terrible
not his
artist.
No, I love it.
Why must such a massive asshole look so cute in his artwork?
Because the veril are adorable.
They are an adorable people, even the evil bastard Vixis. So, since it's a little bit late in the day, and I do know some of us have, schedules and everything, I am going to leave that there for now. It's great to be back, guys, and cannot wait till next week. So,
Call Cthulhu.
So yeah, next week, here's the thing. I'm actually still waiting to hear back from one or two people, so it is up to the group whether or not you wish to carry on with Voarcel for a little while, or you're interested in trying out Call of Cthulhu next week.
Ooh.
I have things planned either way. There's actually a lot of stuff I had prepped for this session we didn't get to. So I am open to whatever the group on the whole wants. We can discuss it on the Discord through the week. I am down either way. So, in the meantime, that is going to be a very good night from No Touch Bird Boy.
Good night, everybody.
A very good night from, oh my gosh, Dee, you are so patient. Thank you for being here this whole thing. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed it.
I'm just happy to be participating.
A very good night from, no, it really was funny, Frux.
Good night, everybody.
A good night from, you broke his fingers and his jaw, you monster, Icy.
Night, everyone.
A good night from, it's always the face and it's always the horn, and you know why.
Why? Why was I cursed with such sexiness?
And a good night from Kill Bang Bang Kablanicus.
Night. I'm an innocent man.
Good. Sure you are. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thanks for joining us.
Night.
Bye.